none of your Twitch sounds come in through Discord. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
hear a
because
damn thing.
they're separated, so they don't come through. But that also reminds me to fix my sound stuff. But welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. Welcome in, Evie. I appreciate you so very, very much. Thank you for the raid. Is very strange being raided immediately as I start my stream. So I appreciate you so very much. If you guys haven't checked out Evie, please go check her out. If you guys haven't checked out what we do here, I'm Sinspeaks, a friendly interventional librarian. We do everything from Dark Souls, Halo, Deltarune to Calc multiplayer nights with friends. I also write books on these D&D campaigns, which I will eventually make more progress on one day. But if you guys are interested in that content, we do in fact have Tables of Tartarus, which is our TTRPG channel, so you guys can check out all the information that we've had in the past on both campaigns. This is a kind of dual campaign, sister campaign style, where I do this campaign on Fridays and then usually do King's Kindness on Saturdays. They're in the same world. It's a homebrew world that I designed, and they're in the same timeline as well, but they are in separate places. So, but today we're here with my lovely friend Double Bendos, Ania, Cyril, Gelmar, Dakota, and Aldith. Hi.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
And Sapphire's not with us today, as she has some IRL stuffs that she is having to attend to, but that is a-okay. But yes, if you guys are interested in any of the characters that you guys see tonight, you're able to check out either the bin message or the side chat there. You guys can do !, insert name here, and that will give you each of the individuals with a blurb that the players made themselves. So feel free to check that stuff out. But greetings, dear spirits, and welcome to Tables of Tartarus, a division of Purgatory Corner where fate is bound by dice and stories are carved into eternity. Welcome in, who got first? Ray. Welcome in, Ray. Congrats on getting first. Welcome in, Creeper. Welcome in, Ducky. Welcome in, Wolfie. And of course, welcome in, Pocket and Evie as well. I'm your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we're going to be continuing Tyrant's Wrath. Take your seat at the table and let the thread's destiny unravel before you, for every story has a reader and you should always share your stories. Today we are going to be doing our session prompt, because I think we do that before the recap. Yes. Oh, and welcome Nex as well. You gotta do your daily redeem so I can see you on my activity feed. But welcome in. Congrats on the 10 stream streak. But yes, we do our session prompt, which you guys are welcome to do as well for your own characters, for either your OCs, for your what's the word? I keep thinking familiars, but your characters for any books, any stories, any fandom that you wish to have, including your own that are written that you desire to do. And have fun lurking, Evie. I appreciate you. But we're going to be doing our session prompt here today, starting with Ania. If you guys haven't seen our session prompts before, please feel free to do these session prompts using your own characters. Think of them in your character's mindsets as a way to get into your character, get into your character's headspace. It's also a way to look at yourself as well as a player as well. But yes, Ania. The session prompt for today is, what would make your character walk away from everything? And who do you think would stop them?
So that's a little bit hard to answer for Ania.
Mm-hmm.
So the first part you would think would be the fact like she's here because of the prophecy that she foresaw.
Yeah.
So if the prophecy was somehow proven to be like false or misguided or something, you would think that would get her to stop, but no, it wouldn't. So what would actually get her to stop is probably herself if she got afraid enough of her own well-being or felt she was ineffectual. Like, I can't do anything in this situation. I'm not useful. What's the point of being here? Now,
Interesting.
the second part is difficult because Gelmar would try first and probably wouldn't succeed. I'm sorry, Gelmar. But Gelmar would definitely try first. I believe Cyril would also attempt. Ania's very good, if anyone ever disagrees with her, to turn everything back around. So it's very difficult to bring her back. I think Dakota would have the best chance. I'm trying to think. Because if she left because she felt ineffectual and that what she was doing was useless, it would take more than words. It would take proof. And I think whoever would be able to provide some sort of concrete thing for her to hold on to would be able to stop her.
Okay.
But she's very good at wording her way out of things.
It's really good at fighting that. I like it. All right. Cyril, what would make your character walk away from everything? And who do you think would stop them?
I think what would make him walk away would have to be this like terrible choice, this awful choice that like either go into exile or all of the or this or this awful thing will happen. You know, and I'm not sure if I'm not sure if he'd give anyone the opportunity to change his mind. It would be a lot like it would probably be the moment that he breaks that promise that he made to the group that he wouldn't disappear ever again. I think out of everyone, probably I think Dakota would be the most likely to actually find him wherever he ends up.
Oh,
Might be able to figure out a way to weasel out of the deal.
Interesting. Okay. I like that. Gelmar, what would make your character walk away from everything? And who do you think would stop them?
Before I begin, I actually want to say Yalmar actually almost did did everything in this prompt. After the incident involving the duel that we had in the town that the bandits, the love of God, the Crimson Talon were protecting. When he got coated head to foot in, when he got coated head to foot in blood, watched the town literally being destroyed in part by the cultists that we were up against, and in part by our own activities. And after getting stabbed by a child, after all that, when he thought that maybe what they could have done would have been all right in the grand scheme of things. Well, after all that, he started to wonder if he was a monster, alongside perhaps some of the other individuals who dealt the most collateral damage. And to that end, he was debating leaving the group to go try and prove to himself that he could be something else. However, before he did that, he actually pulled Cyril aside. Basically, he has a final ask. Please tell me that please tell me that I'm wrong about this. He directly asked him, are we monsters? Are we actually the monsters? And while Cyril wasn't actually able to uplift him all the way, he was able to do it enough that he decided to stick around a little bit longer and recovered by the time we were back at town.
I like that. Okay. Very interesting. I like that he almost has already. Dakota. What would make your character walk away from everything? And who do you think would stop them?
I think that probably what would make Dakota want to just leave the group, just go somewhere else, would probably be the feeling that he was going to be trapped again. Like that he felt trapped, and he was just going to like walk right back into his cell. I think he's starting to kind of grapple with this like sort of feeling, but it would have to be like this feeling of hopelessness, like that there was no way to get out of this one. He just has to go. He wants to retain his freedom. He feels like without that, it's just going to be suffering. It's just going to be meaningless. I think that probably I think a couple people probably would have a good chance of like convincing him. I want to say Ania would probably be able to like use reason to get him to come back. It would be very emotional. It would maybe a very emotional decision. Whoever can like kind of get this feeling of being grounded from him, you know. Whoever's able to reason with that. I think Cyril could have a pretty good shot of it, but yeah, it would be this he just feeling hopeless. That would make him want to just leave.
Okay. Aldith, what would make your character walk away from everything? And who do you think would stop them?
I think if it's something that is so, like, strongly against her morals, like something that, like, completely goes against what she believes in, specifically, like, you know, the whole protection thing and protecting people and, you know, defending others. Like, I think if something were to heavily go against that, like, there's the whole Roderick situation right now, but that, like, she can still protect a good chunk of people. Whereas if it were something else completely, I think, like, where it really goes against what she stands for, she probably would end up leaving. Either that, or, like, she found out her dad, like, something bad was happening with her dad, then she would probably also go back. When it comes to, like, people who could convince her, she's so stubborn that I'm not sure if anyone could convince her. Like, she's so stubborn that she'd probably be like, I'm not listening to any of you, bye. Like, I want to be like that person that's like, oh, well, like, you know, this person could help, but truly she's so stubborn, I don't think she would listen.
In the end,
That's
all
fair.
this shaking hands on stubbornness.
yes, exactly. Like, I feel like it would take some very heavy convincing and pretty much like a talk of like, you know, like, your morals are a guiding compass, not something you have to invest in like every aspect of your personality in. Like, if someone were to be able to give that talk in a good way and like convince her, then maybe, but she's still so stubborn, you never know.
That's fair. That's fair. Alrighty. Well, thank you all so much for your answers. As always, it gives me a really interesting insight into not only how you guys think about your characters, but how your characters' mindsets are and kind of the ways that they think about everything. So it's always really fun to see. As always, chat, thank you guys for posting your answers in there as well. But yes, for the recap, I'll be honest, I don't recall much of last session.
Do my
Aside
best.
from the ending.
After a month.
Happy
Yeah.
Pride.
It's been a little bit.
Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Do you remember where we started? My memory works better with a bookmark.
I
Does
think we
anyone
were
remember
coming
where we
into
started?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were specifically talking about what we were going to be doing when we arrived to prepare for Alden's party.
Okay.
I believe we opened by arriving in the Orklands and dropping off the boar carcass.
Okay. So,
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That helps. Okay. So we arrived in the Orklands. Aldith was introduced to. Did I write down her name? I don't think I did. I think it was
Greta?
like. No. Well, no, not Greta. Greta
No.
comes later.
Bertha.
Lisa? No, not Bertha. Before her, Lisa.
Oh,
Lisa?
I think it's Lissa, if I recall correctly.
Lissa,
Let me
Lissa.
just double check. It's Fire. It's
I don't think it was
Foxfang.
Lissa. It was Foxfang. Let me see.
I know. Only way I can remember her is her last name. let me pull up.
Well,
my
I can just say
notes.
Foxfang.
Yeah.
Aldith made
Well,
it to the promised
It's
land.
Lisa. It's Lisa. I found
Is
it.
it Lisa? Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Lisa Foxfang. Okay, so we arrived and we talked with Lisa Foxfang, and we did like the orc greeting with everyone.
Mhm.
And Ania made sure that Aldith got the greeting, and Aldith failed the check because she didn't know what was coming, and she fell over. But Lisa was still like, "Oh, you have good spirit," and Aldith was like, "Thank you." And then they explained like the party was getting underway. Everyone went over to Big Bertha's to deliver the boar carcass. And while they were there, Aldith was considering who to go to for her sword, or her new sword that was going to be made out of the boar tusk. And that was between going to Big Bertha, who is better with natural stuff, versus going to Gelmar and Borin, because, you know, they're associated with Gelmar, good blacksmith. And Aldith wanted to go to Gelmar and Borin because it would mean more, because Gelmar would be involved, I believe, was her reasoning. I believe Cyril also got a new sword. Do you want to talk about the sword briefly?
Yeah, I got my new spear,
Yes.
which is made out of the hardened god's blood, and I gave it a name in primordial.
Down.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one to pronounce because like 3 of the eyes actually have a weird tick mark over the top. Sikalili, which actually Sapphire's the only one in the party that knows that I just named my brand new dangerous
God's
weapon
blood
Chickadee.
spear. Yep.
I named it Chickadee.
Chickadee.
And then Cyril got that. And then after all that was sorted, everyone was figuring out what to do before the party. Half the party decided to go make flower crowns because they were like, oh, we should have a present. And the party was briefly angry at Cyril for not telling them that there was a party so they could plan presents in advance. But Aldith was like, I would really like a flower crown. And Nia's like, I can do that. So I believe Ania, Dakota, and Sapphire went to make flower crowns. Gelmar and Aldith went over to the blacksmith in order to put in the order. I forget what Cyril was up to. I think Cyril joined in with the flower crowns later, but he did something else first.
I think I dropped something off at the house.
Okay.
I think I dropped off my old. I dropped my old weapon off at the house, I think.
Kind of giving it a last hurrah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gelmar, Aldith... Oh, go ahead.
I said yeah.
Okay. Gelmar, Aldith, either of you want to say anything that happened along with the blacksmith's place?
Before we went to the blacksmith, we went to the tavern.
Right. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Pick up
That's
a
where I
couple more
picked up
bottles
my
of alcohol.
lady.
Yes.
Aldith the pickup artist.
Yes.
Gilmar probably could have handled the actual ordering process better because did not actually identify Aldith as the one he was grabbing the alcohol for. And also more or less ignored it or her as he was doing so.
Yeah, Gelmar ordered... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, the specific ones I ordered was 9 roses, which is basically tea with a small bit of alcohol added in. A couple bottles of Razor's Brew, which is a cheap tart beer. Or no, I can't even remember what kind of an alcohol it was. Probably a beer, though. And Lackland Fire, which is probably one of the strongest dwarven whiskeys out there at the moment.
The Fireball.
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 Practically speaking, yes.
Love Fireball. Anyway, sorry.
I believe
Sorry.
No. I have trouble telling when someone's done sometimes. I don't mean to ever interrupt you guys.
Oh no, if you were going to explain more about what was going on in the bar, go ahead. Every time I try and continue, I'm about to talk about what we were doing outside of it. And honestly, valid if you keep going.
I was just
I
gonna
go way too
say,
fast.
I was just gonna reiterate that Gelmar, like, ordered the alcohols and, like, was talking with the barkeep, I believe, about what Aldith might like when Aldith was right behind him, waiting for him to ask her. And I don't think, and I think that's why Aldith got really upset. But
Yeah,
then
she was a little
Greta,
miffed.
yeah, then Greta the barmaid, I believe, came by and slipped Aldith a note, which was like, the simulator.
It was like her address.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And all this was like, dang, and went over to Greta and was like, hey, I have a party going on for me. Would you like to come to the party with me? Like with me. And she was like, sure. And all was like, yes. And then they went into the blacksmith.
I've been waiting to pull out Grove for so long.
Yeah.
She actually did have a bit of. She actually did have a bit of. What's the word I'm looking for here? She appeared a lot in the play-by-post while we were in the Haven.
I love Greta. I love Grove so
Mhm.
much.
And at the Flower Crown site, when Cyril did arrive, Cyril was not very good at making them. Dakota didn't know what to make, so Ania gave Dakota a quest to get very specific types of flowers, which worked out great. Dakota was like, yes, I can do that. I can do that specifically. And then Ania was helping them all make flower crowns along with Sapphire. And I think that's all I remember.
I think I picked up a case of fireworks.
Yeah, you did. That was before meeting with Bertha.
Yeah. I believe at the very end, once you guys had all the flower crowns, Gelmar went and talked with his father.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Yep. And I also stopped but long before that, I also stopped by the.
You had a lot of errands.
I had a lot of stops over the course of last episode.
Mhm.
Went to the bar to get some alcohol. Went to Glimmer's shop to commission a couple tools, and I grabbed a lyre from her stock while I was at it because new hobbies.
Hmm.
I think it was a
We
lyre.
love
Sounds
that.
right.
Yeah.
I forgot. Aldith went to the church.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Alda went to a church as well. Got to kind of sort of talk with her father. More she talked to him and she felt his presence behind her, rather than the actual conversation they had the last time she was there. I believe Gelmar was talking to his dad about the journey. Gelmar.
The mission that we were about to go on.
Mhm.
It was mostly just a. I'm worried about what's going to happen when it becomes more clear that we're still out here and we're still active, because I do not see a way around that with the group actually joining me for this task.
Mhm.
And he was essentially asking permission from his father, like, hey, can I tell my group that? Am I, like, going against dragon tradition? And I think the father was like, no, you're good. It's gonna happen one day anyway. You're fine. And I think Gelmar invited him to the party.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Unfortunately, his father is really fucking slow because his father is really fucking old. So he will get to the party when he gets to the party.
Which is kind of funny when you consider that dragons are basically, or how to say this, from what I've seen, dragons are basically like crocs in that they just keep on getting bigger and stronger as they grow.
Pretty
or as
much,
they
yeah.
age. They just never reach the point where they start dropping off.
Hmm. But yeah, so I believe the very end of the thing, you all showed up at the party. I believe Gelmar was one of the last ones to show up, but you all more or less got to more or less the entrance of the party at roughly the same time. It is around, I would say, we'll go with the 7 p.m. on the second day of Spectral, I think is where you guys are right now. Let me double check my my lore, because I do love my lore. Yes, you guys are on the second day of Spectral right now. which effectively is October for us. So as the sun has more or less begun to set at this point, the evening sky has turned brilliant shades of all kinds of colors. There is all kinds of essentially tiki torches kind of put up everywhere, kind of the tradition of most orcs, as they don't like, permanent structures for the most part. So everything that is placed down is what you imagine from, I guess, kind of like people who move constantly, like nomadic kind of tradition. So there's big bonfires, there's tiki torches all over the place, there's folks doing all kinds of dances, there's singing going on, there's fire, there's food being roasted over several fires, all this fun stuff. It looks like you would imagine like they are in more or less full swing, but it doesn't have the atmosphere of like, we're hardcore full swinging this, right? It has like that atmosphere of like, we're kind of getting into the flow, if that makes sense. As you guys kind of start approaching, walking up, you guys all meet up together at the entrance.
So, does Aldith show up with Greta?
Aldith, I believe you went to the flowers, right? You did the flower stuff?
Yeah, I picked her up some flowers.
So in that case, no, she does not appear with Aldith. All your friends and fellows, including Borin and a few others, will most likely come a little bit later.
Somewhere along the walk back, I definitely picked up a handful of mushrooms.
Okay.
Like the special ones, party mushrooms.
Oh boy.
He's gonna make the good soup.
Cyril found the mushroom mancer out in the woods. Funny enough, I do have a mushroom mancer character.
I feel like Ania would be the only person that would know what I'm handing out to everyone right now.
Is you giving that to all the party members?
I'm giving one to all the party members, and you see me down 2 of them.
Jesus.
Ania only warns Dakota.
So I had Dakota.
Oh my God.
Don't, unless you want to go on an adventure, don't do it.
All right, everyone, it is party time.
So bear with me as I ask this really, really stupid question. What is it like to be high?
It's a good question.
Okay,
How much
so
would it affect
For
Galmar?
you guys. I'm actually gonna have anyone who wants to take it roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I mean, Galmar trusts and probably doesn't know what's going on.
if this is about the mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
I am going to willfully fail the saving.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to take it or not. I'm trying to decide because she's.
Would Aldith ask?
Aldith is smart. I feel like she would be wary, and she's also a wood elf, so it maybe.
She might see Ania immediately whispering something to Dakota.
I feel like Alda's gonna be. He's gonna look to Cyril and ask, "Are these what I think they are?"
That depends on what you think they are.
That means yes. And she's gonna pocket it. I feel like she'd shove it somewhere. She wouldn't take it right now.
Just say,
Maybe
I use
later.
this later when
Maybe
I'm about to
later.
go sleep. Thanks, buddy.
Right. She'll
Night
use it for
aids.
melatonin or something. Yeah. Not
I
right
do.
now, but maybe later.
Dakota, are you planning to take it?
Considering that Ania warns Dakota, I think Dakota is just gonna like, really solemnly take off his hat and be like, "I'm sorry, sir. It just ain't cowboy like of me to do this."
I do like
fine.
adventure.
The coast.
It's far be it from me to tell you how to party.
How do
Alright.
cowboys party?
Oh wait, were you checking in on everyone else first? Sorry.
No, you're good. Keep going.
Cowboys party with the wind, with dignity and justice in their hearts.
I think you need a better way to figure out how to party.
The
Yeah, that
square
sounds like a
dancing
bad
count.
part. What?
Good lord.
Square dancing.
Square dancing. That would exist in this world.
Is square dancing?
So,
Square dance.
Galvar, nothing's really happening to you at the moment. It kind of tastes kind of bad. Like, it was not a particularly pleasant taste. You've had worse, certainly. You probably have literally eaten dirt before by having your head slammed into it. So you've certainly eaten worse. But it's not good. It's not a good taste. But it's, you know, it's not really affecting you at the moment. Cyril, since you willfully failed it, you're ridiculously fucking large. So it's also not affecting you all that much at the moment. But you can feel it. It's creeping. It's creeping up on you.
He took
I'm gonna
two.
look over at Gelmar, who definitely ate it.
I guarantee you, it's going to be a good time.
What do you thought of that? I thought wasn't that just a snack?
Let's just say when I was younger, this was what we took right before every single party.
When I was
We are
younger,
going
this was
to
a
have
snack.
a great time.
Gilmore, no.
Good lord. Alrighty. Is there anything y'all want to do before heading into the orc encampment itself?
Does Aldith have like just this giant bouquet of roses?
Yes.
Oh, we are so asking about that.
Are you wearing your
So-
armor, Aldith, or did you go with your more like cloth outfit?
I was honestly gonna ask you that, so if you're asking me, no armor.
Alright, cool. Because this is, in theory, a place and time where armor is unnecessary. You do see most of the orcs don't have armor on of any form.
Right.
That being said, most of them show off their scars and tattoos on purpose, so that might just be a customary thing than anything else. But it definitely feels more like a, I guess, non-armored party, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
You know, like a
Yeah,
party
she
should.
probably Yeah,
Is
she
wearing
most-
hers.
Ania's wearing her scorpion armor?
Yeah.
Nice. Alright. But yeah, so Aldith is just kind of standing there with like shit ton of roses in her hands, like just so many, obviously dethorned, but just a crap like
with thorns.
No.
oh yeah,
There's
that's right,
thorns.
with thorns. You have to very carefully. There's like 100 thorns in this boat. You have to so carefully hold those.
There's like a wrapper.
She
I was
has
gonna say,
calloused
don't they
hands.
usually sell flowers with those? If they're
I
already
would
plucked.
imagine Aldith was smart enough to at least find like a thick piece of canvas to wrap around it.
See, I'm not
She
that
has
smart,
calloused hands.
so
She has calluses on her hands from her sword. Who's to say?
She's got
That's
them
true.
asbestos hands.
I can confirm just about any sort of shop I've
What
ever
about-
encountered that sells flowers that are not currently planted in the dirt usually give it some form of wrapping, usually plastic. I would imagine they probably use some sort of, as suggested, cloth or canvas of some variety
Mhm.
in this case as well. Though in a lot of cases, those wrappings are also, so far as I understand it, partially intended to also keep a bit of water in them to make them fresher for a bit longer.
Mm,
So I have
that
no
would be
idea.
smart.
So maybe like a
Alright.
damp cloth is around them or something.
Yeah,
Or
probably
something like
say
that.
like there's damp cloth around them, so like you still have to be careful because obviously they're thorns. But yeah, you're just holding a whole ass bouquet, just massive quantity.
Why did you have us make flower crowns if you were going to get flowers of your own?
It was a side quest.
Oh. And
Did someone give you the flowers?
No, I bought them.
Gelmar's got a smile on his face, but he's not saying anything.
She's not giving any hints as to what's happening right now. She's not giving any details.
Could have.
She has a smug look on her face, though.
Cyril puts his hands up. Keep your secrets.
Keep your secrets.
Dakota's incredibly confused. He doesn't get it at all. You could have asked us to get some excess if you needed some extras, miss.
Aldith will shake her head at Dakota, just like one of those lovingly, like, "Oh, you poor summer child."
You poor innocent
Which
being.
reminds me, and I'm gonna pull out the really poorly made flower crown. It's barely held together, and I'm just gonna gently place it on my head. I feel ready for the party now.
And Nia steps up to Aldith, and she takes out the flower crown she made, and she offers it up.
Aww.
She's like, this is a present for you.
And it is a crown of purple and yellow flowers entwined together in a circle using, grass and stems. Along either side are larger white flowers, with them layered in such a way that the petals look like feathers or wings raising up on both sides.
Aww.
Oh, that's so
Damn. And
So
that would be
cute.
why Cyril did not offer his crown.
And Ania does like a little hop holding up the crown.
This is a present for you.
I feel like Aldith would get a little teary-eyed and like bow her head down so Ania can put it on top of her head.
And he gives her the crown.
So cute.
Dakota spent a lot of time making crowns too.
I made sure to get only the finest. My bounty was fulfilled.
Aldith will
Did you make
giggle
multiple?
joyously.
All right, everyone. Are we ready?
Ready.
It's going to be exciting to see these sorts of festivities. It's been a while since I've seen this sort of festival.
It's been 200 years. And just gonna stride right into the orc camp.
Alrighty. As you start heading into the orc camp, you do see a couple of familiar faces. You guys do see Hammerdown from the Starwind. He's just kind of in a corner. Well, air quote corner, but he's just kind of away from most people. You're not quite sure what he's doing, but it looks like he's like manipulating a piece of metal and like playing around with it or something. He's definitely away from most of the folks around you. You guys also see, of course, Lisa, who's just kind of going around, kind of talking with folks. She has a really old orc next to her, probably one of the main chieftains. I think, Cyril, you talked with one of the main chieftains at one point. I can't quite recall.
Yeah, because that was the person that asked me to represent the orc camp at council.
Yeah. Do you remember his name by chance?
Oh man, I don't think I referred to him by his name. I think I
Because
referred
I
to
can't
him-
remember if I gave him a name or not. I don't think I did.
Yeah, I think I just referred to him as Elder.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she's with Elder. There's a couple other faces around that certainly Cyril has seen. And obviously the easiest face of all time to see, because she's a solid 2 feet taller than everyone else, is Big Bertha, who is just kind of like talking with like a group of people. most of the orcs sit around 6.5 to 7.5 to 8 feet or so. She's sitting easily at like 9'3" to like 9'6". Like she's somewhere in that range, depending on how straight her back gets. So she is one of the easiest sights to see in the entirety of the town. As the only person who is comparable in height is Cyril. But aside from that, there's like a whole bunch of other folks there. There is the Alyssa, the elven ambassador. She's also there. It's very easy to see her because she's one of the only non-orcs who is there, and she's more just like talking to a couple of folks, sitting at one of the bonfires, just having general conversations with them. She's wearing pure, like a nature gown, nature-inspired gown. Which is mostly greens, a little bit of browns in there, but it's like it's definitely not like a dancing gown or like an outside gown. It's more like a ball gown that you guys went and saw before. But she's just talking with a few of them, and yeah. And as you guys kind of walk in there, a couple of faces turn to you. You guys see a couple of kids like kind of run up to you and say various kid things I can't think about, and then run off basically. You're not entirely sure why. It might be like a what's the word? Dare, I suppose. Stuff like that.
Maybe.
Yeah. or they're just having fun, you don't know. But yeah, you guys have a lot of folks. You guys don't see Greta anywhere yet. Probably a little bit too early in the night. Nor do you see Boren or obviously Gelmar's dad, because he was behind Gelmar. What do you guys like to do?
So it's like really quiet and low key right now.
Comparatively, yeah. Like there's dancing going on, there's singing going on, there's folks chit-chatting with each other, but no like big festivities happening just yet.
And current dress code seems to be mostly shirtless.
More or less, just no armor, essentially. Like, most of them, orcs are natively, or I suppose naturally, nature-oriented, so they also don't like metal as much as most. They obviously like it more than druids, but there's no weapons that you guys can really see. A lot of the weapons that are just kind of, like, sitting around are mostly made out of bone. No one's wearing, any form of armor. There's, a lot of loincloths, fur, waistcoats, or not waistcoats, what the fuck are they called? Like, it's like wrapped around your waist and it's like fur alongside. It's like almost like a skirt. There are some...
A kilt?
It kind of like a kilt, yeah, like a fur kilt. And there's a whole bunch of orcs that have like, relatively open shirts. You can tell that a lot of the orc culture, especially as they go around and talk to each other, is based off of their tattoos, and kind of like which clans they belong to. From what Cyril knows, at the very least, is that Harmonious Haven is not a clan of orcs. It is a collection of clans. So you guys are seeing like a vast quantity of different tattoos, different different stylizations. Some have tattoos that are colored in various different colors. Most of the ones who have very similar tattoos are close to each other. Like, they're sitting somewhat next to each other. But there are a few that are mingling, and it's very noticeable, the differences in tattoo styles.
I'm gonna look around at the party, at the group, and I'm gonna look around at the group and be like, I think we're overdressed, and I'm gonna just like take my poncho and my armor off and just drop them over by Bertha's door.
Okay. Jesus Christ! All right.
And it's a party, and they're all adults. I'm gonna leave them to their own devices. Basically, kind of, I'm gonna leave them to their own devices. I'm gonna let the spotlight leave the spotlight on Aldith for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over to Bertha, and I've still got some mushrooms.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go over to Bertha and be like, Bertha, I think it's time to party.
She's gonna look back at you and like stand up as you approach. She goes, Cyril! And like stretch out her hand towards you.
Oh, come on, we're past that. Get her in a big bear hug.
Jesus Christ. You can see, one, every single orc in your entire circle that you walked into goes dead fucking silent the second you do that. And you see her have like this face of like slight confusion, but like her grin grows. Like, she goes, okay, and like just fucking squeezes your back. This, you're not used to people who are able to wrap their arms around you. Your back hurts. You feel pop as she squeezes.
I have a little gift for you, and I hold out the mushrooms.
She like looks over and she goes, ooh, wait, hold on, I want to see how bad this is. Yeah, that's a good roll. She looks at it, she goes, where'd you find this?
I know where all of these are.
She like kind of takes from your hand and she goes, whew, if you think it's gonna be a good night, this is gonna make it a good night. She immediately plops it into her mouth.
Ania is
There we
making a
go.
Was that you?
Ania's making a mental note to swing by later to heal Cyril, even if he doesn't seem like he's injured, and she's going to start to make her way toward Alyssa, but she has no aid. She's like, she has no urgency, so she's just making her way in that direction.
Cool. Gilmar, Dakota, Aldith, what are you guys doing?
I mean, at the moment, I'm probably laying out the alcohol that I've collected on a table in the area, and probably filling up a few glasses with the contents.
Nice. You would definitely have a few orcs who have like come over to you and starting to like chit chat with you. A few of them you recognize from your bar days, and you know, obviously, and they see you and they go, "Whoo!" So that's what a lot of them are coming over. Like there's like 4 or 5 of them who've come over. At least 2 of them you recognize from drinking them under the table, and they're just kind of chit chatting with you about general stuff, mostly the bar.
Yeah, I haven't been down there as much as I would have liked in the past, especially more recently.
Yeah.
I'd be glad to stop back in for another drinking game. Need to keep that constitution up somehow, eh?
You hear several of them laugh, and then one of them, I don't have a name for him, but you recognize, you probably don't remember his name very well, because I think he pops out every time that you guys start heavily drinking. But he's one of those folks who usually keeps par with you and eventually leaves before he goes unconscious. So you never really get his name, but he laughs, and he more or less just like, says next time that you're in the bar, he's going drinking under the table.
Oh, now that sounds like a challenge. He says, giving him a jokingly stern grin.
Oh my goodness. Dakota, what are you doing?
I don't think Dakota's ever really gotten used to parties, to be honest. He's not really one for the mingling. Probably like finds himself some water and then kind of it's just like sitting there like a small child. Never gave any instructions to, so it's just kind of like sitting there, very polite.
Fair enough. All right. And Aldeth, what are you doing?
I feel like Aldith would be going around and like greeting like anyone she can, pretty much being like, you know, because she's got manners. She's like, oh, thank you for coming, like blah blah blah, you know, giving like short like hellos and stuff. But she's keeping an eye out for her lady. Like she like every 5 seconds she's like, is she here? Is she here? Is she here? Like
As you walk up to most of these orcs, their immediate response is to stick out their arm towards you.
she would return the orc greeting in kind.
I will say, by like the 10th orc, your chest really hurts.
I'm sure.
Every single one that, like, they don't do it as hard as Lissa did the first time I met her. But they all like slam their forearm into your chest frame every single time they do it.
She can take it.
Well, all right. And Ania, as you're just kind of walking through the area, you do see most of the orcs. They kind of like look at you, and some of them, like you see nods of appreciation specifically for your armor. Your armor is, I believe, no, your armor was, yeah, your Arkin's Orkin crafted because Big Bertha made it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you see a lot of them like nodding and like recognizing just like how your armor sits on you, as orc craftsmanship is distinct more than anything else. You don't see a whole lot of them like talking to you. Like they several of them look at you and then they kind of look away. Several of them nod at your armor and then generally look away. A few of them continue to look at you since you're quite small comparative. But for the most part, your walk towards Lissa is completely uninterrupted.
Ania will wave back to them with her tail.
That's awesome. I
with
love
the
that.
scorpion tail.
That's so cool. I love that. All right. Yeah, as you get to Lissa, you can hear her talking to the elder. He's not really talking back to her, but she's just kind of like talking about general stuff about the encampment itself, some of the potential preparations they might need to make, some of the stuff that they're needing to get. Like, this is more like professional talk more than it is party talk.
Real quick, is this Lisa or Alyssa?
This is Lisa.
Oh, I said she was gonna go because the Elven ambassador is here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was heading towards her.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I have to reposition my mental note.
I'm sorry.
That's over there. It's my fault for making two similar names. Yeah, Alicia would be... Yeah, she's a little bit ways from Cyril. Kind of talking with just general orcs around one of the many campfires. Weirdly enough, she's in the opposite boat. She's just talking to them about like their general lives or like kind of making connections between them. Like there's no professional talk going on. She's just like listening to their tales, laughing at them, like telling her own venturing tales for the most part as you walk over.
Nia does not want to interrupt, but she does like make sure she's in like line of sight. And if she like is glad start, she'll do a really energetic wave, but won't speak up to avoid interrupting.
Alicia will see you, will nod, and as one of the orcs starts to kind of like end one of his merry tales, she cheers for him essentially, and she stands up and bows to them, kind of excusing herself from the conversation, and kind of makes her way over to you a few feet. She goes, "Why, hello there, Nia."
Hello, how are you? Are you doing better? You got the stuff, right?
I am feeling much better now. It was a concern, I suppose, that the materials would not quite work, but it did. I don't know what name they go by anymore, but the dealer's hand was very effective in getting that solution. Much faster than we assumed they would have as well. So it wasn't necessarily their mission, but I am glad that they went out of their way to do so.
And Ania knows the dealer's hand group, like knows that they're called by that, right? Because they were introduced at the ball.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we just passed them the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yes, we left them a note. They weren't at their cart, but I'm sure they've seen the note by now.
Ah. Well, I do hope that they are doing well. Gregory did say that he sent them on another mission, but he was hesitant with the details.
Oh, I see. Of course, this is a party, so I won't bore you with any, like, work talk. But I did want to tell you, I did want to talk to you later about work talk, because we are going to be getting ready to go to the kingdom.
Work talk is always fine at any table. I have switched between many, and I don't have unfortunately too much to do at the party at the moment, but I assume you would.
Well, the party's for Aldith. I don't know if I have a lot to do. I already gave her my gift, and I don't want to get too drunk. And I'm pretty sure the Orchid stuff is way too strong for me. I think I saw Gilmore bringing some milder stuff. We could stop by there and see if he brought anything.
That sounds fantastic. There are a few delicacies that I've enjoyed from the Orcan lands, but they are... well, they fight giant monsters on a daily basis. What they need to intoxicate themselves is, poison. For lack of a better term.
All alcohol's poison.
Yeah. You would think it's water when they drink it.
Oh, I've seen that.
But it is good to see you. How is your party doing?
Oh, we're doing okay. We just finished fighting a giant boar, and Ania's gonna look around to see if there's any fire or roasting stuff with
There's
the
a few of them.
boar. Like specifically see if the boar is like being actively roasted at all, or just the meat, because she knows it was all cut up and stuff.
I believe y'all brought back mostly the bones, but it certainly would have some meat on it. So yeah, like the essentially the scraps of the boar that you guys brought back. Because even the scraps of something that big would be quite a bit. They would probably have a lot of it like over some fires, and like it's a pretty good meal for most of them.
Nice. She'll point towards like one of them that she can like tell that it has some of the boar bones.
We were visiting my my druid circle, the one nearby Haven, and we were checking in on them, and we hunted a big boar that was really dangerous nearby, and Aldith completed this big challenge, which is what the party's for.
Ah, I heard tales of the boar. I did not realize that you had defeated it so quickly. A lot of druid circles around have been contemplating what to deal with it and how to work around it and the issues that it stemmed.
Yes, we took care of it. And we took care of the source of its anger, too, although I'm not sure how that's going to go, but there should be no more instances of that going on.
Oh? There was a source of its anger?
Yes, it was some sort of sealed bad thing. And it was like in this stone in the middle of the forest out there, and it was making the boar super angry, and we took care of it.
Well, I'm glad to hear that the boar is no longer an issue, and whatever was causing it to have a rampage is also settled, I suppose. I do hope that none of your party was inconvenienced, I suppose, by the trip. I had assumed that your journey to your encampment was for pleasure more than work.
Yes, we got work on the way, though. But it was nice seeing my family again.
Indeed. It has been...
What are you here for? Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm mostly here to, I suppose, see the festivities. It's been a long time since I've been able to interact with the orcs, especially inside of a party such as this. And I figured they would be a, shall we say, a good way to involve myself within them. As, well, considering I am often inside of the Starshadow Kingdom, for as difficult as that may be sometimes, it is hard for me to interact with other races to the degree that I should. Especially ones that's, well, I blink and many of them fade.
Does the ambassador have her bodyguards with her?
She does not.
I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but can I insight why the ambassador is here without her bodyguards after finally overcoming an assassination attempt?
You are more than welcome to, yeah.
Okay. I gotta get the dice roller up. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So she looks tired. Like, she looks really tired. Could be from recovering from the poison itself, could be the events of the day and such like that. To the best of your knowledge, the orcs are kind of separated from the rest of the outskirts, the rest of the town. Like, the rest of Harmonious Haven, the orcs are kind of a separate entity. To some degree, which is one of the reasons why, you know, Cyril was asked to be the voice of them, to kind of have a place in there. They also don't have an ambassador, period. Usually the one who speaks for them is Gregory, for better or for worse. And so, her being here is arguably, from what you would imagine, the only real time that she can be somewhere without being surrounded by people that are focused on her, if that makes sense. To the orcs, she's just another person. And so that's probably why she's here, is because she's tired of being around the rest of the town. Funny enough, the person who said that, who was said to have started the thing on her was an orc, but yeah.
Ania fishes in her robe and takes out one of the mushroom that Cyril gave her. It's like,
So when we were coming here, Cyril got these mushrooms, and they're like, I believe they make you see things. If you are interested in that, you are welcome to have it. I am not intent on having one tonight.
She kind of raises her eyebrow and looks at it, and she just kind of like, you obviously can hear it, but she like mutters under her breath like, huh. Has been several hundred years. Is that proper? Will they know? I could. They might not know.
Do you have rules not to take hallucinogenic things?
Huh? We are ambassadors, so like kind of have to, you know, keep that kind of face going for the general public, and when ambassadors being intoxicated is not usually the best face to put on.
No, I think the orcs would appreciate it a lot.
She kind of like looks over at the area. You can see her like heavily debating it, just like, what the?
what the?
You don't have to take all of it.
That is true. I could nibble it. She kind of like grabs it from your hand and like just like chomps off like the tiniest fucking bite from this thing. Like, it's such a small bite that she bites off as she just kind of like quickly pockets it.
Ania gives a thumbs up and will start to head towards the table Gelmar was setting up at.
Fair enough.
With her, assumedly.
Yeah, she like she's just following you. You know, it's like she has a much more relaxed posture at the moment. Like, obviously, like she's still wearing like full formal gear. Like, she is very easily the most formal outfit of the entire party. And especially since she's a high elf, like she practically is shining in the area. She is very noticeable, very distinct, and yet for some reason, none of the orcs seem to give even the slightest, like, glance at her. Like, there's no, like, second glances at her. There's no, like, staring or anything. The orcs don't seem to register that she exists half the time. And so she's just kind of, like, in this very, what's the word? Soft presence. Like, she's very relaxed at the moment. She's just kind of following you, and there's none of that, like, usual step that you're used to of like every step being like the same distance measured and movement is always looked at and confirmed. She's just relaxed behind you.
Nice.
Yeah, as you head over to the table, Gelmar, you're setting up, you know, your drinks and stuff. There's several orcs there kind of chit-chatting with you. Several of them have taken some of the dwarven mead and already fucking tipsy as hell. Not many have touched the 9 roses.
I just imagine that over the course of this entire thing, it's just like people keep coming in and drinking the the contents of the alcohol and putting them back. She's like, okay, I need to keep refilling. Oh my gosh, how am I still here?
You do see several orcs have put down, like one of them put down a keg next to your dwarven mead, and you know, from looking at the contents of this keg as they pour out, this shit is, like, the orc version. It would be liquid fire to most races.
Gelmar, are you serving the alcohol at a party for our party?
It wasn't initially the plan. I was just figuring I was just going to fill up the glasses that were here, but people keep grabbing more.
Have you drank any?
He reaches over, grabs a glass of Razor's brew, takes a quick sip, and says, I have now.
Stop serving the glasses. They can do it on their own.
Fair enough. Wasn't expecting to see Alicia down here, and I thought that you said that you weren't exactly the biggest fan of alcohol.
And you?
That was to the ambassador.
That was to both of you, actually.
Oh.
Nia's like, oh, I found her. She's just here getting, like, engaging in the party. It's been a while for her. I was wondering, did you get anything more mild?
Yes. It's nice. As you can kind of tell, it's not exactly the most popular amongst the amongst either the dwarves or the orcs here. But he says, pointing towards the glasses in front of the bottle that's labeled as 9 Roses. I guess I can't really blame them. I mostly just took it out here for folks who aren't 100% certain that they were ready for heavier alcohol content. Still, you're free to help yourself. It's practically speaking green tea. It's less than 1% alcohol.
Oh.
And she'll look to ambassador.
Alicia kind of nods and she goes, that is my drink of choice, actually. As you can imagine, is not often that you should drink as a ambassador, but in most social situations, you do need to have some kind of drink along with you. So something like the 9 Roses is an easy way to blend in and interact with those who are drinking heavily without getting less sober yourself.
Good. Glad I brought out a bottle then.
Indeed. And she'll
Maybe
kind of
you're
like
right.
take a glass.
Maybe you're right then. I suppose I should probably go home and engage with move the other orcs over there. Enjoy
Good,
the party,
good.
He says, giving a quick salute before picking up the glass he'd sip from and start moving towards the larger group of the orcs.
It was good to
Specifically
see
the
you,
ones
Gil.
mostly It's nice to see that you're recovering so well. Just giving
Emia's
her a
gonna-
friendly smile on a nod.
He's gonna
Was
grab
it-
2 glasses of the 9 Roses.
Nice, nice. You do see Dakota just kind of sitting off in the kind of like the mirror opposite of Hammer Down. Like they're on like opposite sides of the area and they're just chilling by themselves.
That is her next destination,
That's fair.
is Dakota with the other glass.
Alrighty. As you're walking over to Dakota and Alicia is just following along with you, she's not talking all that much either, which is, at least to the best of your knowledge, somewhat uncharacteristic of her. But Aldith, as they are kind of walking past each other, you see Cyril kind of like sitting down with Bertha, kind of chit-chatting with her, and the rest of the orcs, like telling fantastical tales of... Honestly, you have no idea what. All you're really hearing is loud voices and laughing. But after probably about 15 or so minutes of you kind of greeting people, several of them congratulating you on the boar and the killing of the boar, several of them asking you how you did it, as obviously storytellers love stories. But after about 15, 20 minutes or so, you do see Greta. As she is kind of walking towards you, let me see if I can find her note again. Hold on, there she is. She looks very, very similar to what you saw earlier. She probably just came off of work or so, but she does have a really nice dress on. It's not quite as formal as Alicia's is, but it is mostly a gentle cloth. Her hair is more wild than it usually is. Normally she has 2 braids on, but her hair is just fully like undone at this point. And she is walking towards you. She has a soft look in her eyes. She is what you would practically define as like the epitome of almost ethereal grace. She definitely has a very different look to her than most folks do, especially considering she is a high elf. But there seems to be almost something more to her presence as she walks into the party area. You do see several orcs like turn and look at her and like kind of stare for a few seconds before going back to whatever it is that they were doing. Many of them probably recognize her as they give her waves and stuff, and she waves back at them. But as she kind of like walks up to you, she looks stunning.
I'm rubbing my hands together. Just
Jesus Christ.
Little
Frickin' Sonic,
grasshopper.
Before she shifts, Aldith will shift the roses to like one arm, and she will bend down, take Greta's hand, and place a very gentle kiss on her knuckles.
Aww.
Wow.
You see Greta like kind of raise an eyebrow as she like kind of tilts her head a little bit. A very gentle smile is kind of appearing on her face, and she goes, what a gentlewoman.
I have to be when there's someone quite as beautiful as you being my company for tonight.
Wow. I mute myself.
They use that 12 charisma somewhere, guys. Come on now.
Jesus Christ.
I believe in you.
I have 110% faith in you, Aldith. You got this. Jesus. She kind of smiles and she's like, such a flirt. Now, you have an orcan party. I've had a lot of experience with orcs before, but I had never been to one of their parties.
It seems to be quite the event, but I think it'll get more exciting once, she'll giggle a little bit, and her eyes will glance over to Cyril, and then she'll look back to Greta, and she'll be like, once, certain members, have their fun. And then she'll move to hand over the roses, and she'll actually unwrap them so that the thorns are sticking out to show that the thorns are there. And she'll be like, I heard these are your favorite, so I gathered some for you.
She grins as she goes, you even have the thorns on them. Many say that roses are one of the most beautiful, but they are in fact, I suppose was the word they often say, tarnished by the thickness and sharpness of their roses. But I think that that adds a certain appeal to it. The idea that such a beautiful thing could also hurt.
Aldith will like hum an understanding, and she'll give a smile, and she'll say, is that not the same with life and the activities of such one experiences?
Such fancy talk. She kind of like raises her eyebrow and, kind of just nods, and like as she looks around the town, as she goes, so tell me, this is a party for you and your adventures with the boar. I do love hearing stories. Do tell me, how would the boar happen?
Aldith grins. She puffs her chest out in pride a little bit. She's showing off. She's showing off for this woman so bad right now.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it's like a bird, like, you know how a bird will, like, flash their feathers? Like, this is Aldith right now.
I must show the
she'll-
truest of colors.
Yes, she will hold out her hand in offering as like a, well, you want to take a walk as I tell the story type of thing. Like, do you want to hold hands as we take a walk as I tell the story type thing?
She will happily do so.
Aldith will lead her not somewhere secluded. I feel like she would, if it's not uncomfortable for Greta, she would sort of parade her around like, this is my lady. And,
Greta's entire existence is being in the bar and moving around people and kind of being her. So this is second nature to her practically.
oh, she's showing her off like a trophy. This
Jesus.
is my woman. And Aldith will regale her in heavy detail the story of the boar.
All right. As you are doing so, Ania, you're walking up to Dakota with Alicia behind you.
He looks like brooding and whatnot. I like to imagine maybe some other folks are like, man, is that guy all right? But like knowing Dakota, he looks pretty content.
Dakota.
And Ania's going to hold out the glass, one of the glasses she got.
And he tips his hat and he looks at the glasses like, is that gonna take me on an adventure?
Nope,
Narrows
this
his
is
eyes.
very mild.
Oh, all right.
It's like tea. There's a little bit of alcohol, but I think even you will be fine with it.
All right, I'm all right with that. He takes a sip.
It's a very soothing taste to it. Obviously, like, the green tea helps a lot. There's very low alcohol in it, so you can kind of taste the alcohol. It kind of like sits in the back of your tongue, but the rest of it is like, it's very soothing, very pleasant.
He likes it. He likes it.
Ania will sip hers and turn slightly so she can introduce, like, give a little bow and gesture towards Alyssa. It's like,
The ambassador, or Alicia, the ambassador is here too.
Oh.
Oh, she's just here partying too.
She bows to Dakota.
He tips his hat and kind of bows back. So he realizes that's what they're doing.
And Dakota just like immediately like jumps upwards and just like bows. And she goes, no need to stand, no need to stand. I am simply here as a party guest of sorts.
so since Ania turned slightly to introduce, she squints suddenly, like leans to one side, looking to where Aldith is presumably being approached by Greta. And she's sort of listening to Dakota and Alicia, but she's watching this go down with interest.
Just like laser-eyed focus, just like, I'm watching you.
The tea.
She's like, wait a minute. Wait a
tea.
second.
You would absolutely catch one easily that Aldith immediately like holds out her hand and Greta kind of like grabs it as they start walking together. And Aldith is certainly boasting, most likely about the boar, as that is probably the tale most have been asking about recently. So she's definitely like creating the story again.
Ania takes a really long sip of her drink, and her voice suddenly gets really serious, and she's like, I have to tell Cyril.
Oh.
With no context unless she's asked.
Alicia kind of raises an eyebrow, but she doesn't seem to react much to it.
Then Dakota looks at like Ania and looks over to where she's looking. It's like, this is darn good to see you're having some darn good fun. Takes another sip.
I have an incredible urge to tease her. And the only way I can do it without being personally involved is to tell Cyril.
Alicia kind of like looks at you and slowly turns and looks at Greta. Hold on, I have to think about this for a second. Roll me an insight check, Anya.
I would love to. I would love to. Come on, Anya. Oh, she's too focused on all this.
Oh.
I will say that, especially because of your general perception, and she does not. Oh, she does hide things really well. Let me roll this real quick. Okay.
She rolls a 1 because of the mushroom.
Yeah, especially since she's slightly intoxicated on both ends. You don't know.
Oh, she actually.
Yeah, you don't know much about this, but it could even be your own imagination, but for a briefest moment, for possibly a split second, you swear her face changes slightly.
Nia looks over to her after she like glances at the corner of her eye.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and she like trying to determine if she just saw something or if her face was still changed when she looked.
As you like kind of fully focus on her, it's completely stone faced. She has the best poker face you've ever seen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it could have been just a trick of your imagination, for all you know.
Okay, Nia's not alerted then. She's too focused on somehow embarrassing all at her own party for some reason.
Incredibly important mission.
It's important mission. She's gonna see how close Cyril is and if she can in any way clue him in.
All right. Cyril, roll me. Well, actually, no, you automatically failed. Let me see how hardcore this is working on you real quick. Oh boy. You are.
Is that like good? Is that like a good thing for me because I'm trying to party, or is that like?
That's a good thing for you because this is
Okay.
specifically this is so the one here is a critical fail on whether or not you like how good the effects are or like how bad the effects are. So like a 20 would be you're barely being affected. One is it's in full force. You took 2 of them. So you are
Yep.
you're having an interesting trip at the moment because you're seeing shit that doesn't exist in any dimension. You're seeing some like
really wild.
you're seeing some Feywild shit. You're seeing some Shadowfell shit. You're seeing ghosts of the past, but they're not ghosts. They're horses. And you're not really sure why you're seeing ghost horses, but they exist probably. And Greta's just kind of.
Dakota's horse.
Hero, come with us to Candy Mountain.
Candy Mountain, Charlie. And Greta is like, say next to you, just like.
Or Bertha.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Bertha is say next to you, just like, Candy Mountain. What a magical place.
And he's like, dang it, he's useless.
It is no. It is very clear. It is very clear that this is a party drug for me because the higher I get, the more like stupid shit I'm trying to do, like tricks with my spear.
You are watching Cyril do some weird ass shit as he's like balancing his spear on his head and like spinning in a circle. Like he's far beyond where you would imagine most people would be, and he is both functional and not at the same time.
Let me see if I can roll an athletics check to see if I do some wild shit.
Do something real sick that you won't recall later.
Right?
You got this. Do the craziest bullshit the world has ever seen. Oh my god.
I am doing a full one-handed handstand on the spear while it is vertical on the ground.
Wow.
You got a 1 then a 20. The 120 you get in sessions and it's this.
It's the rule. Only with ridiculous shit are you gonna get a natural
He's
20.
practically pogoing on those fucking spears. He's like hopping around like the fire and shit. You see like a bunch of the orcs start doing like their like rhythmic dances and stuff as they're like walking around him using the spear and shit.
Sir, no. Oh, that's really impressive, actually.
You're not entirely sure how he's doing this because like he's 9 feet tall and quite wide. His balance should not enable him to be able to do this, but he is doing some whack-ass shit at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Just like gymnastics and like the wildest bullshit you've ever seen with a spear.
Well,
Will he stripper dance on the spear?
Jesus
don't
Christ.
Yes. Yes.
He's all
It is-
jerky under their
It is
nose.
buried deep enough in the ground that when I come down off of the handstand, I come down full stripper style.
Oh, he's a Dark Souls character.
He's a Dark
so
Souls
welcome.
character.
Oh, that's a horrifying image right there. As you are, as Eldith, as you were talking to Greta, and you're walking around and shit, you
That's my
just hear like
dad.
cheering, some chanting, some weird ass noises behind you. You turn around, and you just see this shit from Cyril.
Aldith will look horrified and immediately cover not her eyes, but Greta's, and try and beeline away.
and you're like, oh, it worked, actually. I didn't even have to tell him anything. Mission accomplished.
Cyril's like, mission failed successfully, and Nia's like, mission complete. Oh my god. Yeah, you see Greta
Doing
like
some magic
laughing.
shit.
Greta's just like laughing under her breath as you take her away. Oh my
profusely apologizing for her father's behavior. I'm so sorry. He's not normally like this. I don't know what he's doing. I'm so sorry.
I have never seen him have
Aldous
that
is
much
right now
fun.
extremely happy she put that mushroom in her pocket.
Yes.
Greta smiles and just says, I have never seen her have that never seen him have that much fun before. I'm glad he's able to relax.
I don't think you want to see him that much fun. I think I think we should avoid looking at that at all cost, actually.
You should have seen him 50 years ago. He was, well, to say sober is not the right description.
All this interest is piqued.
He's been coming to my bar ever since I started working there. I mean, technically is, oh, what the fuck was his name? Fucking... I can't remember what the Iron Mugs, oh, Brock. Technically it's
opening my
Brock's
notes.
bar. Technically it's Brock's bar, but I've been working there longer than he has. But yeah, Cyril's been one of our most frequent, visitors. Usually between missions. And, it's rare to see him smile.
Aldith will nod at that, like not in full understanding, but like she understands where Greta's like coming from.
Mhm.
I have noticed that smiles are nary a expression for Cyril, but that's something I try to change. I don't know if I'm the best at it, but it's a work in progress.
You do not have to be the best to succeed at your goal. You simply have to try.
She'll give a genuine, like, smile.
You called him Dad.
was joking and out of character, but that would be so funny.
It would be.
Please keep it. It would be so funny.
No, I can't. She has an actual dad, guys. I
Oh.
You
can't.
can have two
Man.
A very
dads.
distant father, but
Yeah, very
It doesn't
distant
stop
father.
people from calling their teachers mom or
That's
dad.
true.
Technically, you would have 3 dads.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're so right. Oh my gosh. That's why she.
We need
No,
to
I'm
collect
kidding.
more dads. I don't understand.
Yeah, you gotta collect the dads.
It's her
Don't let us
life
pressure you,
goal.
though.
No,
Don't let us pressure you.
I mean, I do actively call him dad just out of character, so why not fucking include it? Aldith will like blanch because I feel like she wouldn't realize she did it,
Mhm.
and then she'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I guess I did. You know, I never thought about it before, but." Yes.
She kind of like looks you up and down for a moment, looks back towards where you guys came from, looks back at you, looks up and down again, and goes, You realize anyone would want to fuck him. Interesting.
What?
Oh, you say he was your dad? I don't really know what he looks like under that helmet, actually. Is he an elf? Huh.
Mm. Why
She's very
don't we
clearly under
change-
the idea that you are his actual biological child.
I just want to add that currently Cyril is shirtless, so she is getting a full view of
The
ashen gray
pectorals.
skin and like stretched out body.
The pectorals.
Dakota is
And the
trying desperately to get him
abdominal.
down.
So please come down, please come down. Yeah, Greycat just smiles at you and goes, well, I'm glad that he has a daughter. Although I'm surprised he never mentioned you.
Alden. She's like, her face is pale. She's like, oh no. She'll quickly recover and she'll pull out that charisma again and she'll place a cute little like kiss on Greta's cheek and be like, darling, that's not what I mean at all.
She her blush slightly and she's like, oh. She then looks back at Cyril and goes, okay, that makes more sense. I don't think anyone would want to fuck him, but yeah. I'm glad you've confirmed that for me. And she's like looking at Cyril through his weird movements. She's like, yeah, no, that confirms it. Yep. Yeah, that confirms that. All right.
Aldith will like, she'll be like, I mean, I'm more than willing to talk about actual parentage, but I doubt you would want to hear that very long and very complicated story.
She kind of looks at you, raises an eyebrow again, and goes, sweetie, I'm a barmaid in a town of adventurers. Listening to stories every day, all day, is what I do.
Aldith will like giggle and she'll be like, all right, well, you signed up for it. That's on you.
She kind of folds her arms and gives you like a look of like, really? Alright. As you guys do that, yeah, Adia, you're watching Dakota just like run over to Cyril, and like this is the most what's the word? Not extrovert, but like the most interactive Dakota's been to the party, and he's just desperately trying to get Cyril to come down from the pole.
Sir, please, sir.
Ania like sips her drink, like, well, my sadism is satisfied, and she'll start to head over if the ambassador also follows after that.
Yeah. Galvar, you're hearing some commotion going on. The stuff's starting to affect you a little bit. Roll me a Constitution save, if you would.
Damn.
Not much. Not much.
Not
It's
bad.
yeah, you're starting to like kind of get a feeling very similar to you being drunk, especially since you're now drinking. But it's like you're pretty good at holding your liquor and other intoxications. So you're kind of like looking at Cyril and like your brain is kind of making it more exaggerated, like it's more like bigger movements and stuff like that. But for the most part, like
even better.
yeah,
I am
it's
not
very
humanoid. This
entertaining.
stuff does not affect me the same way.
Yeah, it's very entertaining to watch. You're not 100% sure what he's doing exactly, nor are you sure you really want to. But it's funny.
I just assume he's just like standing in the group with all the orcs and other party goers who are cheering on the revelry. He's just like, okay, whatever, join in. Cheers back. I'll try to get an understanding for what he's looking at. And regretting every single moment.
Just like looking at like all of the orcs around you are like complimenting on his form, on like the movements he was doing. Like they're complimenting the fact that like he can hold his balance so well and all that fun stuff. And
No, he has to look away.
God. And you just like you get seared into your mind as they keep talking about it around you. All right.
I
Yeah,
will
you.
absolutely embarrass all the children.
Ania's not embarrassed. She's impressed.
Oh, it's beautiful.
She's like, oh, don't worry, Dakota. I'll heal him if he falls. I don't think he'll feel it right now anyway.
That's not my concern.
Oh, what's your concern?
Is Dakota like trying to actually get me to stop? Is Dakota near me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna reach out. Dakota, do you want to try it?
Oh,
No,
Yeah, I will show you. Come on.
no, I'm good.
At that point, Bertha grabs the ball of Cyril's spear and lifts him up into the air.
Oh my goodness.
Pure, like, you can see how much effort is being put into this, as her, like, every muscle in her body is straining, but she, like, lifts him high into the air, and somehow he's still fucking, like, holding on there. He's, like, now, like, 16 feet in the air. He's so high up.
This is a really neat display of acrobatics, but sir, please come down. This ain't justice.
This ain't justice.
You're right. It's not justice. It's a party.
Ania like oh, and like claps like, oh, that's impressive.
Bertha starts swinging the spear in a circle and fucking using Cyril like a flag. Woo! To say it's a party would be an understatement.
I've absolutely swung down and I'm doing the flag hold off the side of it. Like you can see all the muscles. You can see all the muscles bulging out as I'm holding myself up sideways.
Ania like leans over to Dakota and is like,
Oh, don't worry. Everyone's just gonna associate it with him. It's not gonna. None of the embarrassment's gonna come over to you.
That's our Cyril.
Yeah, he's having a great time.
Bertha puts down the spear and Cyril's just like waving like a flag.
Hold it! Look! I'm not even trying that hard!
all just like meters away, turns away from him.
There's like loud voice just like echoing throughout the entire area. Aldith! Aldith!
She is not thrilled at the sound of her name being called, and she will ignore it.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. Alright. You see, Alicia just kind of looking at everything, and she's like chuckling. It's a very soft chuckle, as she like looks over towards Aldith again. How quiet does she say this? This is the question, especially with Cyril being loud. She says it decently quiet. So she says something under her breath. If you want to hear it, roll me a perception.
I would love to.
To your special ears here.
My special ears. Very nice.
Yes.
You hear just under Alicia's breath, just barely said, which is, I do hope she doesn't get too attached.
Ooh.
Looking like in direction of Aldith and Greta specifically.
And he looks over and does not respond to it for now. She's just gonna hold on to that.
Fair enough.
She's gonna talk to Dakota again. She's like,
He might actually fall asleep without trying to fake us out this time. After all that.
I think a good nap would be nice. A good nap would be nice, right, sir?
Oh, fuck that shit. I'm having a great time. Oh my gosh. Yes. Come on. I'll bet you can't do this.
"Oh no,
No.
oh no, a challenge."
Oh no. I need another wisdom save just for that.
A challenge has arisen.
Oh no.
A challenge
Oh,
must be
no.
met.
Give me a spear!
Oh no.
You see like three of them hand you like a couple spears. There's several very sturdy wooden ones. There's also a metal one just in case they break, because they're not sure your weight.
I'll definitely use the metal one specifically because, yes, he is heavy. It's like 400 pounds heavy.
Yeah.
And Mia claps delightedly.
Oh my god.
Dakota
This is what drugs do to people.
Drugs.
And alcohol at the same
Don't do
time.
drugs, kids. Roll me at that, Lex.
Sorry, my boxes are messed up. And I feel that too.
15's pretty good, honestly. You aren't able to do quite the same as Zero can. You could totally do the flag. Not easily, but you could totally do the flag. But you cannot like handstand on it essentially. So you just start doing the flag.
Come on, take your armor off.
But the armor makes it all the more impressive, friend.
Oh, the
Oh, he's got a
ladies,
point.
what they're missing.
I actually missed that part. What was that?
Show the ladies what they're missing.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is worse than the elves.
Maybe we should just move on.
Yeah. So, unless y'all want to do anything else, several hours are going to pass as the festivities get into the main well, I guess that was the main highlight of festivities, to be honest with you. I'm not sure the orcs can really do much that can top that. But they started doing other, like, festival games and stuff. They mostly tests of strength, as that seems to be their primary way of doing things. Eventually, probably all of them come back. They would start doing what you would imagine would be, I suppose, rite of passage, kind of congratulations and stuff. Several people give her trinkets, tokens, mostly wooden carved items. Kind of a way to, like, show that she has completed her rite of passage, has moved on into what is usually adulthood for most orcs, but for them it's a very similar tradition of moving on into who you are, if that makes sense. And then specifically Liza at one point or another comes up to Aldith after many gifts have been exchanged and stuff. She looks at Aldith and she goes, "Have you chosen your new name yet?"
Out of character. Fuck, I forgot.
I forgot. Do you want to have a quick brainstorming session?
Oh no, I don't want to interrupt session for another session. Fuck.
Fuck.
It's like Inception. The more sessions within a session, the longer this can go.
I mean, you
Right.
can just tell her that you're still working on it, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could, but I feel like it's required for her to have something. It's her ceremony. Like, she's having a ceremony right now. She should
but
have
you've
her
also
name.
you've also been wrapped up in like a billion things since she
Oh,
first
don't get me
suggested
started.
that. Like in game and out of game, I mean, you've
Yes,
got
yeah.
preoccupied with lots, so it's just like it's justified. And if you
Mm.
have nothing yet,
Session 0, the sequel, is hype.
Session 0 when I didn't get one with you guys? Yeah, you're so right.
I know, wild.
You could.
TBD. I can give you a name by end of session. I can tell you that right now.
No worries. So yeah, she'll congratulate you on your new name, as well as the secondary title, Boar Killer, which is
I love that.
not a title that any of them have. In fact, last names are not super common for orcs, generally speaking. But she smiles and kind of like she actually grabs your forearm and shakes it rather than doing the Orcan tradition. Roll me history, actually, because I'm not sure if you would know the cultural significance behind that.
Oh boy.
She's totally flirting with you.
You would know a rough approximation of the cultural significance. Orcs don't respect people unless they have proven to be someone of respect. It's kind of how their entire culture works, is that respect is gained or earned in some way, shape, or another. Usually this leads to their elders being the most respected because they have the longest history of things that they've done to get respect for. Orcs do the traditional greeting to see whether or not you are someone that they show respect by sheer force of power. They don't ever shake hands. That's a very big thing, because shaking hands means that you're on equal grounds. They are not ever on equal grounds with any other race. That's a very big thing of Orcan culture, is that you're either above them or you're under them. The only ones that they deem of equal value is other orcs. So she basically just shook your hand and, to the whole ceremony, said you are on equal grounds to an orc.
Wow. Okay. What? No. Alda's such an emotional person. She probably has tears in her eyes, but not like she's touched by the gesture, and she'll like very proudly grip her forearm as well, like obviously not doing the full greeting, but like as like recognizing like how important this is, she'll like return it in kind.
Okay. Very nice. Alrighty. Is there anything anyone else would like to do? Seeing kind of this stuff, like Aldith more or less being introduced into the Orcan ceremony. What are the rest of you guys doing as this happens?
I mean, assuming Cyril's still on the polls, I'm probably still there too.
It's be several hours later, so you two would be
after the festivities have ended.
Yeah, more or less. Like, there's still other festivities, like mostly strength games. Who like arm wrestlings, proper full body wrestlings, or who can hit this thing the furthest distance, who can throw this thing a very specific calculated distance, both test of strength but also test of restraint, games like that, essentially. So a few of those are happening, but during this specific ceremony, those are more or less on pause while this is all happening.
I mean, just silently staring at her position with a wide smile, gives her a fist pump if he looks over.
Aw, that's cute. Okay. Cyril, you're still very high, but you're seeing some whack out shit. You're seeing some like magical horses and shit sitting on top of all its head. But like even in your high state, you're still kind of recognizing the ceremony. It's a lot of leprechauns, but it's a ceremony.
And during there's an actual like physical ceremony right now, right?
Yeah.
During that ceremony, I'm holding it together as much as I can. And
you're swaying from side to side.
yep. And like once the like solemn moment is over, like woo! Like the loudest voice in the room.
Whoop whoop. All right. Ania and Dakota.
Ania's pretty low key. She does join in for the big cheer when Cyril does.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just overall happy and like showing like if their eyes meet, Ania does like a big thumbs up sort of thing.
Aw. Okay. And Dakota?
I think he's pretty pretty low key during the actual like ceremony part, but I think when the cheers happen, he like maybe he throws his hat up into the air and makes to go catch it.
It's like woo! I gotta get that right on.
Just
I love
very very excited, incredibly happy.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Another couple of hours and stuff pass. This shit goes on late into the night. But as the ceremony or whatever is in full, the party is in full focus and the party is in full swing, and everyone's kind of preoccupied. Nia, I would say you're probably talking with Alicia, kind of just chit chatting about whatever it is that you need to chit chat about, whether it be work or pleasure. Cyril is
Does Alicia actually eat the mushroom at all?
She keeps snacking on it.
Earlier.
Yeah, she keeps nibbling on it randomly.
Nipples.
She very specifically, like every probably 20-30 minutes or so, will like take it out, take a quick bite, and then put it back really quickly. Like it's very measured and controlled like snacking, but she's definitely eating bits and pieces of it, and she's definitely getting like more relaxed as time goes on. She's talking to you about like irritations almost with other members, like fucking Gregory never telling people shit. Yeah.
Yes.
Thorm being just like Thorm is one of the oldest of the council, but he never fucking talks. He never talks ever. Whenever he says something, we all listen, but he never ever talks. And then Glimmer, oh not Glimmer, Tinkerbell talks so much. She doesn't stop. It's an ongoing, everlasting parade of voices. Solo. Now I'm actually curious on if she would say those. Oh, she might. She might. Hold on, let me see if I... Ooh. How do I want to phrase this? 'Cause she's talking to you about general annoyance and stuff. She would probably talk about her siblings to a degree. Specifically Everon and Kieran. But she has 2 other siblings.
Quick, write this down.
She mentions...
Don't worry, I'm on it.
She mentions vaguely, and this is so hard. Hold on. What was the other... She mentions vaguely another one named Eliana. But you could see that it's a very sad statement for her when she says Eliana's name. She also calls her Winterleaf. Like she says Eliana, Aeliana, once, and refers to her exclusively by Winterleaf after that. It's a very short conversation. It's more sad than anything else. And then she'll... Okay, hold on. I have to think about very carefully how I want to say this. She gets on top of her siblings. She mentions those, and then she says... which one would she use first? Because she's high. Hold on, I have to really think about which one she would say first. You would notice this very abruptly. Because she looks at Greta and says Shan, and then immediately stops herself and moves on to Everon.
Okay. Has she said anything else, like looking at Greta and Alda through the night?
No. She seems to very specifically try not to look at Greta most of the time.
Okay.
She got halfway through one word about that when, like, she glanced over at Greta, and then you could see her entire body restrain itself, almost, as she kind of, like, looks back and just starts talking about, Everon. It was a very smooth motion, but it was, like, a hardcore stop kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Do they look alike?
Kind of. They're both high elves. Alicia very much so wears nature-oriented stuff. Greta does not. Greta does not wear anything floral or, nature-oriented. She wears, like, traveler's clothes. Although in this case, they have very similar, like, ways of looking, but at the same time, most high elves in regal positions tend to have that to a degree.
Okay. Ania would reciprocate, essentially like saying some of her own grievances with like the party members, and she'll be like,
Cyril kept wandering off without like talking to us. It's so annoying,
and like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And she's definitely
she would
very
match your
comfortable.
energy.
Nice. But yes, that happens. Cyril is beyond gone. Galmar is definitely getting there, especially, I'm assuming you're drinking a lot, Galmar.
Probably on like his fourth Razor's Brew.
Yeah,
So,
you're definitely
probably.
getting there. You are... Ooh, it's hitting you like a truck at some point or another. And then, Aldith, you are having a very, very pleasant conversation, very pleasant night with Greta. She doesn't really talk as much as you might expect, especially for someone whose entire life is spent in a bar. If you ever ask her questions and stuff, she tends to answer it, but roll me an insight check.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You got this.
I give you my blessing.
Very nice. So you can tell as you're talking, she seems to be mostly interested in listening to you, in your stories, in the world that you're presenting her. Especially as the night has gone on, as hours have gone on, you know almost nothing about her. You know exceptionally little about her. She's said almost no information about herself to you, with exceptions of like very specific answers to your questions and stuff. And of course, like it's moves on to you going back to asking about this trial or that trial, your friends or whatever, and you can tell she's genuinely interested in listening to everything you say. But especially as like 6-7 hours of this have passed, you really have not learned anything about her in like any way, shape, or form. As to whether or not that would bother you or you would notice or press on is entirely up to you.
I feel like Aldith wouldn't question it, but she definitely try to leave like stories like open-ended to see if Greta would relate or like add something of her own. And then as like the night like wears down, I feel like she wouldn't be exasperated when she speaks, but it's more like curious. It's curiosity, I would say, where she just asks. She's rather blunt with it, but like not meaning to be rude, where she's just like, is that a reason you enjoy listening to me talk so much? It's not that I mind talking. That's not... I can talk for ages if you want me to, but is it like, do you just enjoy storytelling? Is it what exactly draws you to just listening instead of sharing?
She kind of thinks for a moment, and she kind of smiles at you, and she goes, well, I'm about 200 years old. I have, based on averages, probably another 300, 400 years before I die. And I have most of the memories of my previous lives floating around. Like when you see a apple and you think of your childhood, I think of many. They're all memories that flow around, but they come at different times. Most high elves do this. So I like learning stories about people because those are often what I get to remember about them as time goes on. Especially in the land of adventurers, most fellows, they unfortunately do not leave very lasting impressions. So when one does catch my eye, I will learn about them so I can remember them.
Olive will sort of like blush because she's sort of touched at that. Like, oh yeah, I caught your eye. Oh my gosh. But she'll also like she'll give sort of like a thoughtful look. And she'll tilt her head and she'll be like, has anyone ever caught your eye to the point that you would share about yourself so that they can remember you?
She smiles softly, and you can tell, without even an insight roll, it's a very sad smile. It's a very, very, very sad smile. But she smiles at you and she goes, the last person I told about myself died 12 hours later.
I think Aldith has a look of understanding in her face. And she'll take Greta's hand if like unless they're still holding hands, but that whatever. And she'll give like a solemn smile, but like one of also like that also like has understanding in it. And she'll just speak softly. I once thought that I would bring nothing but negativity to wherever I went, because it felt like that. It felt like wherever I went, death followed. I now know that that's not the outlook I should be having. I shouldn't dwell on the negativity of what has happened, but look forward to the positivity of what could happen. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it's not. I doubt you even want to hear advice from someone like me, an adventurer who knows what I know. But I understand. I so deeply understand your thought process and where you're coming from. But I want you to know that it's not bad to believe in a future.
She gently taps your hand and she goes, the unfortunate part is that because I don't adventure, I don't have risk. At least not often. Risk is very minimal for someone of my nature. And every person I meet, generally speaking, inside of an adventurer's bar, will be going to fight some of the most dangerous, most terrifying creatures that the world has ever seen, such as, a giant rampaging boar. She kind of gives you a soft smile at that. Danger is always around us, at every moment and every time. So I like to listen to stories about people. I like to hear about their lives. I like to hear about the distances they're willing to go for those that they love and care for. But I do not have that. I do not adventure. I do not journey. So learning about me simply usually makes them more attached. And while they could fight harder, I know that if I'm the last thing on their mind, the moment before they die, their death becomes far more painful. I keep them in my memories, because it is such a very rare occasion that I will ever be outlived by another person.
Aldith will just sit quietly and listen, trying to formulate an answer. It's very obvious that she's deep in thought as she listens.
She gently pats your hand and she goes, I'm not saying this to try to make you wonder or worry about me. As I said, I've several centuries of experience thinking about this. I've had more suitors than one can imagine, especially in the last century or so. Adventurers are a dime a dozen, unfortunately, and, well, as you probably have seen, many go for things far above their pay class. Sadly. You've seen the most
Olive will
wondrous
giggle
sights.
at that.
Most wondrous of people, most wondrous of things that they can do. I've met clerics, I've met warlocks, I have met paladins aplenty, I have met fighters, I have met goblins even. There was once a goblin adventurer. He was very frowned upon for most of the time, but he was very smart. He had a liking for fire. Very dangerous fellow, but he was a very sweet fellow. I liked him. Never found out what happened to him. He left one day and never came back. It's been about 15 years, so who knows what happened. But I'm saying this because I'm a high elf. This is a burden that we are unfortunately forced upon us. We live for longer than almost any other race. Many of my kind think of that as a, she kind of looks back at the party, and she goes, a thing to be superior about another for. I don't. I think it is one of the saddest parts about living as a high elf. You will never fall in love with someone unless they are also a high elf. Because if you do, their memories will be what you die with, not them. Being a high elf is intrinsically lonely. That is why you must find the memories and the love that you can find in every day. I live every day to its fullest, or at least I do try to the best of my ability.
It's very grim, but noble to see it that way.
It is simply life. I've had to deal with a lot of, well, my family, for instance, who think that they're just generally better than everyone. And, I didn't like that, so I left.
Insight.
You're welcome to. I'll be honest, this is a very high roll. Wow. All right. Whenever I say that, y'all beat it. What are you inciting specifically?
Yes.
He said that because Aldith knows about, like, obviously she's seen Alicia there. Not she doesn't obviously make the connection, you know, that you're insinuating, but she knows how, at least how the high elves function and how, like, how well renowned Alicia's family is, right? So I think that she would be interested to, like, if she's talking about how her family, you know, sees themselves as like higher beings and
Their station's higher, yeah.
yeah, and like how she left, she's wondering, oh, does this have anything to do with any prominent people that she knows of, or is it just a completely different family?
From that insight, I would say you recognize the fact that she looked at the orc encampment when she said that, and there was only one elf that you saw at the orc encampment. So with that in mind, it's very likely an insinuation there that you would be able to make that kind of connection, is that running away from family, probably Alicia's family, if you had to assume.
Aldith will keep this information for later. It's a
Aldith will
surprise
remember
tool
this.
that can help. Yeah, this is a surprise tool that can help us later. I think Aldith will, like, she'll get like a little smile, and I'm trying to think of how I want to phrase this. While I didn't run away from home, I distanced myself from it because I found that staying in a place that haunted me was not where I needed to be, and I had things that I needed to resolve before I could find a comfort in that place again. And I've come far. I won't say that I've completely healed, but it's hard to see something that you so fully believe in, whether that be family or morals or what have you, and see how it can be wrong, I suppose.
Indeed. It's hard when you disagree with family, but often a necessity.
Yes, yeah. When your father is a god, it's hard to agree on many things.
Your father is a god. No, you are an Aasimar. I suppose that would make sense.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, finding out that your whole life is actually inherently a lie is not something I thought that I would experience in young adulthood, but here we are. But I understand, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. In my own way, I understand.
Indeed. Well, I appreciate the effort. It is, I suppose, not rare that I see someone who has a similar mindset, but most that do are not, the most kind to high elves.
If there's one thing I've learned in my little time here, it's that everyone has their differences. It's not up to me to decide how someone should be treated for what they are, who they love, what have you. It's not my decision to make.
It is a wonderful way of seeing things.
She'll give the, oh my god, she's gonna give such like a little playful smirk, like a little cheesy grin, and she's gonna be like, "You are a wonderful thing to see."
She's gonna chuckle at that as she's going to go, "You are far more flirty than most of the individuals I encounter."
Olive will like get bashful at that. She's like, "Oh, am I doing too much? I'll stop. Like, I'm sorry."
No, darling, it is fine. You are simply fascinating, shall we say. But you do understand that you will die several hundred years before I do, yeah?
Sorry. Olive will give the most, I don't want to say shit-eating grin, but it is like this big grin that she's like, "Oh, you're about to get your fucking ass handed to you. Like, your sock's about to be knocked off."
Mm-hmm.
Just because I may die before you does not mean that I cannot enjoy things at the same time as you enjoy them.
Jesus Christ almighty. Alright then. Well, with that, we're gonna move over to Dakota. So, Dakota.
Yeah.
So you are kind of sitting by yourself at this point. I assume that like not
gave
a
up.
table.
I gave up on getting them down. I've just accepted my fate. Okay, no wait, this is after the ceremony, so no, I'm stewing in embarrassment. What I'm doing, I did fail to get them down.
Embarrassment. Yeah. So you would be kind of just like kind of chilling your own. I would say sitting on a log more or less by yourself at this point. Everything around you is going full force, and you can see everyone around you. Kind of, Aldith has kind of moved away from the party quite a bit. You're not really sure what's happening over there. Cyril and Gelmar are. You're trying not to look at them. Trying very hard not to look at them, paying attention to what they're doing. And of course, Aldith, Nia is talking with Alicia and having their own conversation off to the side. As you are sitting there, roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. let me just get out the stuff there. Yeah, perception. That's a plus flat 0. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I was so close.
It takes you a while to notice. Much longer than you feel like you should have. But probably embarrassment, a few other things. But as you're sitting there, you just feel like some brush of wind off to your left. Like it's just changes.
Send it to beyond.
Yeah, that's when Dakota remembers that he needs to be paranoid and alert at all times. He immediately flashes his gun wherever he heard the noise.
As you like kind of flash your gun towards, like you pull your poncho a little bit, and your gun is pointed toward it. Directly sitting next to you, by looks of it, has been for a while. is Katrin, the black tiefling, or the midnight purple tiefling, who you remember from back in the bar. She's sitting there, just staring at the fire. No one seems to notice her presence at all. She's just there. In fact, you don't even hear her breathing, much less any footsteps or anything like that. The only indication that you had that she existed right there was like the wind changed slightly. But she's probably been there for a while, from the best that you can tell. Just sitting.
Yeah. Okay, so it's been a while. So remind me who this person is and what my feelings toward them are.
So, Katrin Dustbane is a midnight purple tiefling with curling black horns. They're kind of like weirdly threaded almost with various color of trinkets, but they're pressed into her horns, so they don't make any noise whatsoever. She has a outfit that is pretty effectively just like general leather attire. It is practical, definitely worn in places from long use. There is nothing of her outfit that has any form of like jewelry or anything like that. There is no... You really can't tell anything about her outfit aside from the fact that she clearly is in it a lot, and she is almost certainly an adventurer. She is the second of the two assassins that you met a long while ago, the other one being Silas Crow. You were... I believe she was against your group specifically during the gala, if I recall correctly.
Yeah? Right?
She, to the best of your knowledge from back then, you don't entirely know if she uses Silas's ability to create clones to advantage, or if she is legitimately just the greatest assassin that you've ever seen. Arguably, it could be both. But she does not make sound, to the best of your knowledge. She does not really interact with things, to the best of your knowledge. And you have at least heard stories of her killing without there being evidence that she was there in the first place. Like, the only reason that you know that she did was because she put in the coin. Like, she put in the assassin bounty and stuff like that. Many stories have been told of her ability to just disappear. You're also not entirely sure if she breathes. You even focusing on her, like staring at her, hard focused, you physically cannot tell if she is breathing. And she's just sitting there, completely, like, no weapons on her that you can tell, though you're not quite sure if she needs them. None of the other orcs around you seem to actually notice that she's there. Like, several of them wave at you, almost, like, through her, if that makes sense.
Okay, alright. So, I don't think Dakota wants to, like, make a proper scene of this. Because otherwise that will actually start something. And if she's been here a while, then, like, clearly she's not, like if she wanted to kill me, I would be dead already.
Yeah, no, based on how long it seems like she's been sitting there, she could have killed you probably 100 different ways without a single person in the room noticing.
Dakota's incredibly embarrassed about this. He's supposed to be better than this. So Dakota's still gonna hold the gun out. Like right near her. She's like, and he's like, "Why haven't you killed me?"
She kind of like looks up at you, almost as if like she was expecting you to take longer, almost. But like she kind of like looks up at you, a momentary like look of, oh, he knows, kind of a thing. And she, in a very quiet, very, you know, very, very, very low like tone, she kind of just says, "Why would I?
Ain't that your job?"
Yes. But we hunt. Killing you would be disappointing if we just did it randomly. Isn't that a thing with your, would you always call it, cowboy code?
Cowboy's code dictates there's supposed to be a duel of honor. Unless you're here to challenge me.
I don't need to. But no, I am here on Silas's behalf.
You looking to challenge me?
Soon. Seem to be mistaken about our intentions. We want to kill you, but not because you are a frightened mouse. We want to kill you not only because we have a job to do, but because you are, how should we say? She seems to like genuinely be thinking about the word choice here for a second, and then just kind of smiles and goes, a fighter. We do not seek to trap you, to put you into a cage, to murder you where you stand. I could do that in your sleep. Everyone sleeps eventually. But no. Killing this boar was impressive. And you are interesting to Silas. You're also one of the only people who've ever injured Silas. That does intrigue me.
So, you're just here to let me know that Silas is a-coming?
She kind of reaches into a pouch next to her side and pulls out a letter and just kind of like holds it out to you.
I take it. I'm still holding the gun.
Mm-hmm. I'm here to deliver a message. No need for the gun. You couldn't hit me with it if you tried. The only thing you would hit, she kind of looks over to her side, is him. And she points to an orc who's like a solid 20 feet or so away from you.
I put the gun down.
You have to remember, Dakota. We are not mindless beasts. Neither are you. Most of our targets have been disappointing. So we want to watch you play. We want to see what you can do. And then we'll find you.
Guess I always wondered what the other bounty hunters were in this game for.
There were many who would put after you. There are only
Flattered.
2 now.
What happened to the others?
She kind of looks at you and just stares. And in just the deepest part of your soul, you just get that icy, cold chill of, yeah, they murdered every single person who was hunting you down.
Some kind of special honor, looks like.
You are our hunt. We refuse to let another take it from us. And if they cannot kill us, well, it would be insulting if they could kill you.
I guess the Nats folk are run on a sort of survival of the fittest strategy.
More or less. We're not hunting you exactly because of him. Sure, he's one who would like your head. But the assassins have their own code, which the Knight does not respect as often as we would like. But one of it is that you do not leave the Assassin's Guild. You die. Or you survive. If you manage to live through every single assassin hunting you down, it is simply not worth it to hunt you down. So if we die, they're gonna cut their losses. the knight likely already has. You and the last 4 he sent after you. If anything, he might come after you himself. Could you do us a favor and remove him from the playing board?
Thought you were the Knight's hunters.
No, we're assassins. He asks us. He gives us a goal to accomplish. And we trade. We bargain. He is simply one of those who puts the contract on the wall. He has not had a contract put on him yet. But if he seeks to kill you, and you don't kill him, I will taste god flesh.
So you're asking me to make sure the Knight don't kill me so that you can kill me first.
That is a way of saying it. We are simply asking for you to keep on living, so that when we finally get to hunt you, it will be a chase worthy of our skills.
Well, I was planning on living anyway.
Good. Always remember Dakota. She kind of like stands up for a moment, and she almost flickers where she's standing. It's not like an illusionary magic, you're quite used to seeing through that. It quite literally is that you have a hard time looking at her as the fire's like light bounces off at her. Like your eyes physically like almost stutter looking at her as she just kind of blends as she goes. You are a target, but you are also a hunter. Do not be a slave to your own devices. Fight and hunt. You have many, many stories about you in the Hunters Guild. Live up to them. And she turns and she just kind of walks, and after like a couple seconds, you can't see her anymore. She literally just disappears.
Kind of fidgets with his gun as he kind of mutters, "Thanks for the pep talk."
Do you read the message?
Yeah.
As you pull out the letter, is shockingly well crafted, and the wax seal is the what you imagine is their sign, essentially. Every assassin has their own sign. They usually will carve it into something and hand it to someone. You have, I believe, a coin with like the proper hunter's mark on you, but this is what appears to be their personalized signature. And the letter reads, Dakota, we have heard of your success against the boar. An impressive accomplishment. Seems our previous encounter was not a fluke on your part, though it will not be repeated. You continue to move, and we will continue to observe. One day, you will not be surrounded by your friends, and your gift giver will not be present. When that day comes, we will be there. Even if years pass before that moment arrives, we are patient. We will wait. -S, as well as the second mark directly below that signature.
Hey. See if I can regroup with the gang wherever they are.
Nia's more or less like 20-some feet away from you. Galmar and Cyril are probably 20 feet away from her doing who knows what. And Aldith is quite a distance. Sapphire is also just kind of like hanging around the general area.
I guess I'll go over to Ania or just whoever's closest, really. Whoever
Probably
looks
Ania.
most free to chat.
Yeah, I would imagine Nia.
Right. Dakota waves over to her. See,
And he waves back. Ania shows Dakota her new trick where she waves with her scorpion tail that the armor has.
Wiggle woggle.
He looks like he sees the tail and it's just like the wave was just like a thumbs up. It's like, wow, nice.
Good job, bruh.
She's very pleased.
Yeah. He pulls out the letter. It's like Miss. One of the hunters showed up again.
Hunters?
The people who were trying to kill me. Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. It turned out that apparently they didn't like the idea of hunting me because, you know, my previous patron. Apparently they decided that they'd rather hunt me when they choose to. Apparently, I've been suspecting. Apparently, the Knight sent a bunch of hunters after me. Apparently, I don't got any evidence for it, but I'm pretty sure they killed all of them. Yeah, so they sent me this letter. Apparently they heard about the boar. I don't know how they heard about the boar so quick. Probably because of the spies, probably because of the hunters. But I think they want me to kill the Knight before he kills me. Apparently they just kind of came in to warn me and like give me a pep talk or something, which I guess I appreciate, but I kind of appreciate it less when they're also wanting to kill me. But
They want to kill you, but they want you to kill the knight who wants them to kill you?
yeah, I was a little bit confused about it too. Apparently they're just waiting for a good moment, I think.
Ania like holds out her hand for the letter.
He hands it to her.
And she like reads it over. It's like,
Well, I'm glad they didn't attack you during the party again. Well, they didn't really attack you at the party last time either. They attacked you after you ran out of the party.
I think they prefer to do it when like I'm more isolated. I think they're waiting for you to. I think they're waiting for like a good time when I be alone, so that they can fight me like, I guess 2-on-1. I don't know if they got any more friends. But yeah.
Do you want to kill the knight?
I mean, I'd like him to stop chasing me.
Technically,
He-
Dakota, Katrin said that she wants you to not die by the night. She
Yeah.
doesn't particularly seem to care if you live or die by the night, or if the knight specifically is trying to kill you, or if you kill the knight. She just wants you to not die before they get to kill you.
Yeah. I mean, the Knight, his whole thing is he wants for this realm to be like, I guess pure, like, well, but more like to not have any like fae folk or divine folk or, you know, hellish folk on it,
And-
which is that kind of includes a lot of y'all. So
and Ania's just talking with Dakota right in front of the ambassador right now, like not even caring that she's there.
I forgot she was there.
Ania seems fine with it if Dakota is.
She's casually sipping from her drink.
Oh shoot, I forgot you were there. He kind of looks towards the day. It was like, okay, well, if you're okay with it, I guess I'm okay with it.
No, she's fine. I don't think she would like the knight either.
She
No,
holds
no.
all the way open because she's high as fuck.
She's fine. She won't remember this. She doesn't say that.
Like,
It's like less like I don't know how to feel much about him, but he wants a lot of folks dead that I do not want dead. I think everyone deserves their right to live, so they'll probably end up fighting at some point.
Hmm.
He's really strong. Probably really old too.
Well, you do have allies in more ways than just us, which is good. You are going to have to be alone at some point. I don't know how alone they determine alone to be, because you've been in a room by yourself and nothing's happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know how alone they want you to be. So I guess if we just keep on as we have been, nothing will happen. It seems they're not on any sort of time limit.
Yeah.
It kind of seems like a waste of time and they're just following you around all day. And that seems kind of boring to me.
I'm really wondering what they're waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be something specific. Yeah, I think they think they've heard they seem to believe I'm pretty darn rootin' tootin'.
Oh, you're very rootin' tootin'.
Oh, thank you. And the hunter lady recalled apparently there's a lot of stories in me around her guild.
Well, you are Dakota Ryder.
I am, but I don't think it's just because they read the books or anything. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't know what they are expecting me to do. But yeah.
Well, looks like you're safe for tonight. And she'll offer the letter back.
Pockets it, puts it in his bag.
Do you want to just hang out around us for now? And not be brooding by yourself in the corner?
It might be a good idea.
Yeah, just for now. And we can tell the others later when they're not partying. And Ania will get on her tiptoes trying to spot what Aldith's up to with her date in the crowd. If she's even in the area.
What are you up to, Aldith?
That's a great question.
Seduction.
Yeah. No. Unless. No.
Unless.
Unless. Oh. I feel like she would still be with Greta, but I feel like she would sort of like she's impressed her girl. Now it's time to be humble and introduce her to the party, because the party means a lot to her. And even if this isn't gonna like technically go anywhere because she's older and she's gonna live longer, she still means a lot to Aldith, so she's gonna introduce her to her family.
Aww.
Yeah, introducing your girlfriend to your dad is a very important step of the relationship.
She might avoid Cyril, honestly. Let's be so for real.
For now.
To be fair,
She's already
Cyril's the
seen
one
enough of Cyril
person.
today.
Cyril's the one person that Grab probably knows very well.
Yeah, she's like, you already know him. We don't gotta focus on that. Let's go talk to other people.
You're just scared that she'll take. You're just scared that I'll give her mushrooms.
Maybe. Well, Aldous still has her mushroom in her pocket.
Wasn't fully concerned about that, and Aldous like, wait a minute. Now I am.
No, yeah.
So you're bringing Grab back to Ania and Dakota, since Cyril and Galmar are chit-chatting with one another. And you see Dakota, Ania, and Alyssa standing with each other. Dakota seems to be nervous, I believe would be the word.
As Ania sees them approaching, her eyes light up for some reason. She's like really excited about this.
Aldith will like meekly approach and she'll be like, Ania, Dakota, this is Greta.
Hi, Greta. We've met each other before.
Greta bows and smiles at you. Ah, yes, Ania. It's good to see you again.
Dakota tips his hat. It's like, howdy, miss.
I've heard many tales of your party.
Really?
Aldith will motion to Ania and Dakota and be like, I talked about them briefly. I know, obviously, you said you just met Ania before, but I talked about them with the whole boar thing. Yeah, I'm bad at this. I'm sorry.
It is alright. Now, I met them before they started on their adventures. Back before they had, I believe, did you just make your tale? What was it? You just defeated a orc encampment, I believe, is the last tale I heard from you all.
Orc encampment. Oh, was that before we went to Glimmering Meadows?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, that was a while ago.
It was.
Wow.
Yes, we've done a lot since then.
She kind of, like, you see her eyes and Alyssa's, like, kind of glance at each other for before both them, like, actively look away from one another.
Ania does not miss it and like smiles more because she loves tea.
As Greta
Aldith,
just...
Aldith, knowing what she knows, will squeeze Greta's hand a little tighter.
Ania does the opposite and is like,
This is Ambassador Alicia. This is Greta. She works at a bar we frequent.
Alicia smiles and bows and goes, we are very acquainted with one another. I see her frequently whenever I see the Stun Mug Inn.
Oh, I didn't know you visited.
Not very regularly, but Brock is, well, he delivers most of the food inside of Technolopolis, or at least a large portion of it, so we have to regulate his, what he gains and what he's able to get at times, and, you know, the balance of the money.
Oh, I didn't know.
Greta smiles. You can almost tell it's, like, almost forced, but not quite, and she goes, I have, the Ambassador is a name that we know very well.
I see.
and she looks to Aldith like, is Aldith holding on to Greta's arm or her hand?
Her hand.
Ania points between them as like, would dating be a term used in the culture? Or would it be courting?
We'll go with dating.
Okay. And Ania's just like,
Are you two dating?
just like out there.
You see Elisa like choke on her drink for a second before recovering.
Aldith goes tomato red.
Ania lives so in chaos.
She's not gonna deny it, but she's not gonna confirm it either.
Greta just laughs and she goes, I suppose that could be the term that is used, yes.
Oh, that's who the roses were for.
And she turns to Greta and she's like,
Aldith had this big bouquet of roses, and she wouldn't tell us what it was for.
She chuckles and like looks at all and goes, are you hiding me?
Dakota's eyes are sparkling.
Aldith will immediately be like, no. It's not, I just wanted to surprise them. Sometimes they're so nosy and they maybe should just not know everything right away. And maybe I should have something to tell them. And I was excited and I didn't want to. Yeah, I'm okay.
She kind
I'm
of just
the
like
nosiest-
pats your. She pats all those shoulders. She goes, "I am just joking."
Nia pipes up like,
I am the nosiest and I know everything.
Yes,
Aldous will
certainly.
nod solemnly.
agreement.
Cress
She
Cress
is.
smiles and goes, "Is certainly an intriguing characteristic. You could regale me with tales of your party in that case." And she kind of leans down towards Neo and goes, "And spill the tea."
Only if you do equivalent exchange.
I don't know what tea I would have to spill.
And she looks to the ambassador and then back to her.
You can't tell what's on her face. Like it's like just like Alicia has one of the best poker faces you've ever seen, and she just goes, "I don't have many stories."
Insight. We'll see how good your poker face is.
Roll the insights.
Did it roll?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't see it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not popping up. It was an 8 on the dice.
Oh, okay. It was probably an 8 then. And my insight is +8, so it'd be a 16.
All right. It's really hard to see through her poker face. Like this is refined over centuries. But you could tell there's some tea there. There's some tea there.
And Nia, like, leans forward ever so slightly and is like,
I know everything.
You see Alicia like kind of like look at the whole group and go, "And with that, I believe that is my cue for the night. I must be getting back to my home, and I do believe that all this is affecting me greatly." You could tell, like, yeah, that mushrooms are really hitting her at this point.
Do you need an escort?
No, I do believe I should be able to get home fine. If I do need one, I'm certain any one of these orcs around would be able to be an intimidating sight enough, but I should be fine. Thank you, though.
Okay. It was good talking to you.
Indeed. Feel free to come by my house anytime, and we can discuss the particulars of business.
Yes, ma'am.
And with that, she turns and just kind of starts walking away. Although you could tell, yeah, it's hitting her. She's kind of swaying a little bit, and her footsteps are very uneven.
Nia watches her for a bit, and it does look like she's contemplating shadowing her anyway.
She wallowed away.
Waddle. But she doesn't say anything. It's just sort of quiet for a second while she's contemplating.
Greta smiles and she looks over at Galmar and Cyril and she goes, "I feel like that's a fun conversation to be had there."
If Ania goes to follow Alicia, Dakota will follow, by the way.
Okay. And Nia doesn't seem like she's very torn. So she doesn't seem like she's going to without any prodding.
Can Dakota like tell that Ania's like pondering something?
Oh, absolutely. She's like staring after her, and she's like, even though she was previously teasing Greta, she has gone silent and hasn't stepped in to comment yet on Greta's comment.
Oh, they do. Dakota does have to. I think Dakota does to have a telepathy rock. I think you just use that.
Yeah, the message
Dakota kind of
stone.
like, yeah, message stone. That's it. Not telepathy rock. Dakota kind of like taps Ania and kind of gestures his head toward Alicia and with the message stone. I think he's like, it's like, you thinking about something?
Nia Oh, good.
It was like, as it were.
Nia jumps, looks to Dakota, and squints because she hates message stones.
Oh, sorry about that, miss.
And she recovers, and she looks to Greta's like,
Sorry if I did offend you. I was just teasing. I've I think I should just make sure she does get back okay. She did have a big thing that happened recently.
It is not a worry.
And okay. Aldith, when you talk to Cyril and Gilmar, tell them I'm escorting the ambassador home and winning brownie points. Okay, bye.
And she starts to walk off.
Brownie points.
They have brownies, right?
Yeah, they have brownies.
Brownies exist. Yay.
Stats. There we go. All right. Well, Greta is going to start pulling Aldith towards Gelmar and Cyril.
Oh, great.
As they were, she wants to chit chat with Cyril and Gelmar. But that is more or less where we're going to be ending it tonight. Unless you guys have anything you wish to do, specifically Cyril, Gelmar, and Aldith that you wish to do as the festivities have died down and the night has gone. We'll look at Nia and Dakota and their journey to the ambassador next session. But for the rest of y'all, is there anything you guys want to do as the night starts to wind down, as you guys get to sleepy territory?
That is a good question. I don't really think I have anything prepared, honestly, aside from just idle chatter.
No, I think the party and the mushrooms. I'm in the most relaxed. I'm in the most relaxed I've been.
All right. And Aldith?
I mean, if we're talking sleepy time, do you mean like Greta would be leaving type sleepy time, or?
The party will be ending here soon, so.
Okay. I mean, then no, not yet. But when Greta leaves, yes.
All right. You gonna be journeying with Greta back to her house?
No. She's just gonna give her a kiss goodbye.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, playing some hard to get.
Adorable. I will also say that as the night kind of starts to fade and all that stuff tends to be as it is, fucking Bertha is going to kiss Cyril's cheek in the helmet, because it's
Period.
hard otherwise.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
So there.
Get it.
Get it. Jesus Christ. So yeah, she does that, and then she starts heading back to her own sleeping times, and the rest of the crew does as is able. Alrighty. Galmar, is there anything that you are doing, my friend?
Idle chatter, or with Cyril probably at the moment.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair.
So where on earth did you learn those techniques? I've never seen them before.
it was part of training.
I thought it was some sort of elaborate dance. I never am going to understand.
And these traditions.
No, you can use them for a dance, as you saw, but it was part of training, and sometimes we would compete to see who could stay up the longest.
That does sound like it'd be a good strength training for the arms. Maybe I'll have to try that again later. But I'm not doing the rest of the dance. That felt weird.
It was only because you were sober.
I mean,
I should have given you 2.
appreciate it, but I think I prefer without the taste in my mouth. I'll be real.
Good lordy. Alrighty. As everything comes to a head, and you guys are all getting ready to eepies and sleepies, we will find out what Ania and Dakota see on their journey towards the ambassador, and making sure she gets home safe. Yeah, thank you, Firework. To make sure that she survives and everything goes well. Alright, hopefully you guys have had a wonderful time. We will be back next week with this, and we will possibly be back with D&D tomorrow. schedules are in flux and confusing because 4th of July and all that fun stuff. But hopefully you guys have had a wonderful time. If you guys are interested in joining a raid with us, feel free to hit copy that raid message. We're gonna pop over to my friend Cherry, because Cherry's super sweet, super cool, and she is a big part of Valhalla, so I want to give her some love. And if you guys have not checked out my friend Double Bendos, please check them out. They are super, super cool. Let me do players T. And, check them out if you guys haven't already. They're wonderful. I appreciate the existences. And we'll see you guys in about 3 hours for some Still Wakes the Deep, which is going to be super exciting. And then in about 21 hours-ish, we're going to be doing some more, hopefully, some more D&D, or figure out something or another that we're going to be doing. In either case, have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everyone, for rating, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
All right.